Welcome back to another episode of the Fatman Round Podcast. My name is Marcus, represented as the Fatman. Forgot my name for a second. I can't do anything with these chairs because the last time I did something with the chair, it's officially broken and I fell out of it as well. So
was that on the thing?
What?
Did that happen on the show?
Yeah. When we thought I was there.
That was great. I'm Robyn.
All right, y'all. We're gonna be
I should do it like this on the black hand side. You can see it. There's a light.
On the black hand side. If I on the black hand side. Okay.
On the beige hand side. Because the future is beige.
So we're gonna talk about a few things we've been watching recently. So we've watched in the last 2 weeks or so Quiet Place Part 2, Space Jam: A New Legacy, and of course Loki, which you binged.
Yes, I did in like 4.5 hours.
Which is,
I'm pretty proud of that.
Good job. Yeah. No, I watched it episodically because
Because you're a loser.
I mean,
you do what they say.
Maybe I just want to watch stuff as it comes out.
Maybe you do what they say because you are sheep.
Because when Dexter comes out on November 7th, I'm watching.
Is that episodically?
You know it is. It's coming on Showtime. And when Chucky comes out, October 12th, yeah, episodic. I'm so happy. Ready.
That's fine. I'll be in school.
Let's go back. First, Quiet Place Part 2. It was in theaters for 45 days, and then it's on Paramount Plus now for all viewers. Yes, 45 days. I've read the article. Okay. And so what you think about Quiet Place Part 2?
I liked it.
Okay.
Nice callbacks. I liked how they opened up with the day one.
That was nice. I enjoyed that. I was gonna see John Krasinski.
Yeah, I know that's your boy. I always like the concept. I like the concept of the monsters where you make noise, you die. Because I'm pretty sure we'd all be dead. I feel like
kill me.
There'd be no one left. Like, very smart going to the island. I did like that.
Okay.
Babe, there are whiteheads all over your face, just ready to be popped.
Don't focus on them.
It's hard.
Where are they? On my beard?
It's on your nose.
Yeah. Go ahead, keep talking.
What was I saying?
Talking about Quiet Place.
Okay. So
stop looking at me.
That John is in there. Okay. Don't you dare. What you doing? Stop. Where you going? Yo, I will pull your pants down.
I just want to see. I just want to check him out.
Just sit down.
All right. Go ahead, you talk. I'm not gonna pop in.
I will destroy this laptop.
I'll see him.
Chino, attack. Chino's no help. Anyway, yeah, so I like the idea of the island because that's the only way we would survive if this people were already on the island.
Okay.
But no, I really do like the monster. As monster movies go, I like this one.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of PG-13 horror movies. Quiet Place 1 was standalone enough.
Was it PG-13?
They're both PG-13. What they didn't. The monsters didn't do anything really.
Well, yeah, because you can't talk, so you can't really cuss or nothing.
Can't cuss, can't show gore. Yeah. Some of the staples of horror movies are
can't
gone.
Do.
So anytime a PG-13 horror movie is good, it's kind of like it's very rare and it should be commended. Quiet Place 1 and Lights Out are two ones that come to my mind.
Oh, that's PG-13?
Lights Out is PG-13. It's very, very good. It's very scary too.
I like the concept. I don't think I'll ever watch it, but I like the concept of it.
It's super scary.
Because that's literally my childhood nightmares come to life.
That's still my nightmares as a 30-year-old man.
They turn the lights on. We gotta run upstairs. You know that video?
Yes.
And then the nun came out.
No, bro,
it'd be like that though. You
would
be thinking.
The movie was fine. But for me, it wasn't needed. And I feel like they're going to make a third one.
Of course.
And the way they ended was just kind of like, all right, this is how we fight them now.
Yeah.
And it's so obviously that if it does well, which I think it's in the top 10 movies of this year, but that's not really saying much.
No, it's not.
Because
I
COVID.
really smell it. Sorry, I just got home from my apartment on campus, and on the way home, I had the windows down. It smelled of skunk and like burnt rubber, and it's still in my nose, and I just smell it every time I breathe, and I refuse to breathe through my mouth, unlike some people.
And the guy we saw with Deadpool 2 in the theaters, Robyn was like, "Oh, mouth breather." She was so upset. Anyway. It wasn't needed, and that's how I felt after watching the movie. It's like I didn't really need to see it. Obviously, I only see it because I like the first one so much, and because John Krasinski directed it, of course, I got support.
Your boy.
But it's like a 7 out of 10.
Who you are?
It's like a 7 out of 10. Yeah, most people I follow know who I.
Like y'all know Marcus?
They're like no.
Yo, he followed me.
7 out of 10 movie. It wasn't needed. I don't want to see a third one. Obviously, if it does come out on Paramount Plus for free, I'll watch it. I don't want to go see it in theaters though. I don't need to see any more unless it's hard R. And when I mean hard R, I mean pushing close to NC-17, where it's too much blood or something like that, or like I don't care about the sex part, but I need gore for my horror movies. Fear Street, y'all did it right.
You're so spoiled.
I am. I'm sorry. I like horror movies a certain way.
Okay.
Another horror sequel that's coming out. It's not needed, but it's coming out anyway. Don't Breathe 2. Nobody asked for a sequel, and now they're trying to make the antagonist the good guy. Not 100% sure how I feel about it. I'm going to watch the movie. Not 100% sure how I feel.
No, we're totally going to watch the movie.
I'm excited. Now that's a good horror movie, but that's rated R.
That was good. That was rated R.
Yes.
Yeah, that had to be rated R.
Of course, it had to be rated R.
He swallowed his own semen. That had to be rated R.
Yeah.
So
horror movies have to be. I mean, for me, in my opinion, they should be rated R. If you can PG-13, it's probably something like supernatural based, or it's like I don't know. It's like something like Lights Out. There's a gimmick to it. Okay. You know, there are some good PG-13. I recently saw one of the haunting movies, The Taking of Deborah Logan. I think Jennifer Carpenter's in it, who played Deborah and Dexter.
Who played Emily Rose in the
Emily Rose? Thank you. Mm-hmm. I get them all mixed up.
I saw bits and pieces of that one.
Now that's scary. P13. Yeah, no. Robyn don't get down with the possession.
I don't do. You keep your demon possession, your ghost, because I don't do that. I'll kill him.
Yeah.
Cut him open.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Let me see your innards. I'll do that all day.
100%.
Nah, when you start messing with the devil, y'all got that.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to say that in terms of horror movies, for me, definitely slashers number 1, and then like found footage, and then monster. That's like my 3. That's what I go to for horror movies. And
there's really not a smell?
No, Robyn, I don't smell
You know your nose is broken, though.
Okay, so why you keep asking me then?
Because you're the only other nose in the room. We're going to ask, He's half
Quiet Place Part 2. Next up, we watched Space Jam.
Wait, I'm sorry. I wanted to say something, but you wouldn't let me say it. I thought that this was the end because so normally when they're doing a second movie or a sequel and they plan on doing a third, or there's hope for the third, they'll just do like A Quiet Place 2, but it was A Quiet Place Part 2. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like so kind of like, was that Harry Potter, Twilight, and the one with Jennifer Lawrence, where it's like, part 1 and then part 2, and that's the end. That's what I was thinking.
No, they did that because they split up the movies, like the books for the movies, right? Mm-hmm. So that's not Quiet Place isn't based on the books. They did part 2 because they didn't want to say A Quiet Place 2. It makes it sound different. Back to the Future did the same thing. Back to the Future Part 1 or Part 2, Part 3.
Oh, they did.
Karate Kids, Karate 2, and then Karate Kid Part 3. Which is weird. I don't know why they didn't do part 2. Whatever.
Guess who's watching Karate Kid now?
I gotta watch Cobra Kai. I hear so many good things about it.
It does seem really good, and I've heard good things too.
And it was so good that it went from YouTube to Netflix. That's for me. That was the point, because I subscribe to YouTube Premium. One of the only 5 people in the world who probably subscribe to YouTube.
I'm sure they're making bank off of YouTube Premium.
I like it just because I don't like we don't see no advertisements before videos.
Yeah,
I watch a lot of YouTube.
I forgot. Yeah. I went so long with YouTube Premium.
Robyn,
they're humongous. I'm so tired of these things. Okay, so I went to what were we saying? It's been so long since I saw a YouTube, like we had YouTube Premium for so long. Mm-hmm. I don't know where I was. I don't know if I was with my mom or with my niece or something like that. I was like, wait, what happened? Where'd it go? And then the ad showed up.
Right in the middle of the video.
Yeah. I'm like, when they start doing that? Yeah. And it's like, that thing that they always did practically since the beginning.
Sucks.
So no, yeah. Y'all need to get YouTube Premium. They're not a sponsor, but I'm just saying.
YouTube Premium is cool. I mean, I like to really when they have the shows and stuff. They still do have some of the original shows on there. Mm-hmm. You can still watch, like Wayne and Impulse.
Oh, Wayne was so good.
And, like I said, Cobra Kai is obviously the biggest success story because it went from.
I feel like there are other success stories. Oh, but the biggest?
Because it went from YouTube to Netflix. It's still going on.
Yeah, but there's got to be something else that did.
Is there any other show on there?
I can't think right now.
Was 100% Rotten Tomatoes, had 2 seasons. It's canceled. Wayne was really received, canceled after 1 season. Wayne. There's nothing else on there. Cobra Kai is the biggest success story, hands down, and it's based off of a franchise already.
Mm-hmm, that's why.
First of all, and also that's really strange that they gave it to YouTube in the first place. But Netflix said, here. They said, darn, we got money, right?
Find whatever's in the couch cushions, just give it to them.
Is that $1 million? I'll take that. That's okay.
Hey, before you throw that 100,000 in the trash, why don't you throw it this way?
This is the Cobra Kai
really
guys.
Quickly.
Okay, we'll take season 3, 4, and 5. Why don't you also give Slasher to Shutter? We don't need that
Oh God.
anymore.
Mhm.
Netflix.
You okay?
I'm just happy that Slasher's getting another season. That's all I care about. I don't care where it is. Just make sure it's gory and disgusting like it has been. Next up, Space Jam: A New Legacy. 25 years in the effing making. Oh my God, it came out in '96.
Okay.
Space Jam 1.
Okay. Mr. LeBron James is not a good actor, and that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Jordan didn't do a good job in the movie either. Let's be honest. Space Jam 1.
Okay.
But that's not. I mean, that's not their role. The role really is supposed to be. It's a Looney Tunes movie. It's because during that time when Space Jam came out, Looney Tunes movies were like relevant, and then of course you had Looney Tunes Back in Action with Brendan Fraser.
Did anybody see that? I forgot that John came out.
I forgot until I read the Wikipedia page of the Space Jam 2 when they said that was the last time they were in the movies, a live action movie. Space Jam 2 is not needed as well. I don't think a lot of sequels are really needed, but these two really just made me really realize like neither one was needed at all. And Space Jam 2 was more of a movie for Warner Brothers. I mean,
oh my God, Warner Brothers orgasmed all over the screen for 2 hours.
First of all, why is it 2 hours long? I'm just not a big fan of a lot of the decisions in the movie. Now, I'm a fan of like when they went to go get the characters from other franchises like Mad Max and Matrix and all that stuff. That was cool. I like seeing Rick and Morty drop off Taz because I'm obviously a Rick and Morty fan, so that was pretty fun as well. But then when he went to the basketball game and there was the crowd of people they had, and it was like people from every imaginable franchise that Warner Brothers ever has. Talking about King Kong, effing Iron Giant, Harry Potter, Game of Thrones. Pennywise was in the crowd. You know the clown, or I'm sorry, not really the clown, the entity, the evil entity who was killing kids. He's in the crowd watching this basketball game. Like, come on. It was a little pandering at that point.
A little?
And also, like, the fact that the basketball game was so obnoxious and so stupid because it's a computer game, right? So they got to like 1,000. One of my favorite parts about Space Jam was the actual basketball game. And not being a fan of basketball as a kid, watching that, it's like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, it's a cool sport. And even though like it had realistic parts, they still followed the rules of basketball.
I know who Charles Barkley is because of that movie.
Okay, that's fine.
I know about the Dream Team because of that movie. Was that Larry Bird? Right. Was that him?
Larry Bird was.
That was the first time I heard about him.
So I just felt like this is more so Warner Bros. Like, we have all these properties. Let's put them in a movie and show people. Yeah. Let's have people remind us, who we are.
Oh, you forgot that we were the Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
There you go.
The HBCU.
Did you like Harry Potter? There you go. Here's about it. We got some of that for you.
You heard of Game of Thrones? Here you go.
Did you know Animaniacs? They're in there too.
Dragons?
It was just really like pandering.
Twilight?
Yeah, Twilight as well. It was very pandering.
That was hilarious.
And the movie just suffered for it. It just wasn't good for me. Like, I don't think there's some funny parts. It just didn't hit for me.
I fell asleep.
And I don't know if it's because it has been 25 years. Because if they made Space Jam 2 in like 2000, I think it would have been much better with Michael Jordan. Was
Michael Jordan in there?
There's a funny cameo where you were asleep doing it.
I was knocked out.
So spoilers. Sylvester says, "I found Michael Jordan," right? And they're bringing Michael Jordan in, and it's Michael B. Jordan. So
I feel like I woke up for that part, and then maybe I was just
because I was cracking up because that was the best part of the movie because obviously I was expecting that because I knew Don Cheadle said in an interview that Michael Jordan is in the movie, but not as you expected. I thought it was gonna be like either a photo cameo like John Kramer and Jigsaw. In Spiral. Or like a digital kind of thing, you know what I mean? But it was, or like how they said, when we get a chance to play with a basketball star? And Lolo's like, well, been there, done that. I thought it was gonna be something like cheeky like that.
Good job, guy.
But that was probably that, and the Rick and Morty part were the best parts of the film. I didn't really like LeBron James' demeaning or domineering dad lifestyle.
Douchebag dad.
I get it because that's how people, you gotta be like me, right? I'm sure that's how.
I feel like parents aren't doing that no more.
They're not, but I'm saying I feel like I can understand.
Especially a black dad. You'd be like, no, go out there and be a scientist. At this point, never mind. I heard it when I said it. But I think that was just my father with us girls going out there and be a scientist. Yeah,
just didn't resonate with me. The movie 5 out of 10.
Dang, this world is sexist.
You just realized that 20.
It just, sometimes it just hits you.
Right, it kind of smacks you in the face.
Right? You, God forbid, you forget for a little while and you live your life and you have a good time, and then it just hits you.
Just smacks you.
You're black, you're a girl, your world sucks, and it sucks since a young age.
Yeah, that's how I feel
what are
about,
we talking about?
The dread of the universe, existential dread. You ever see sitting down sometimes you're like, yo, I'm really in this John.
Like, yes, like
really,
this is for real. This is life.
Once a month for me.
This is what I wanted to be when I was younger, a grown-up.
Sucks. Robyn fell asleep during Space Jam, so she doesn't really have too much. But she saw enough. She got to the point where at least it was pandering enough, or it's just like, okay.
Oh yeah. And the first off, when they, I guess it's like the water tower, the Warner Brothers water tower. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay, because he's going to the Warner Brothers studio lot, whatever. And then they did this, like, it was cool, but like this deep dive into the Warner Brothers building headquarters, whatever. And then everything you saw was just WB. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh. Okay.
Also, I'm sorry, I forgot one other funny part. When shout out to Stephen Young and Sarah Silverman, great cameos for the movie.
Now, I know he was talking about in the movie, but who is Stephen Young?
So I believe he plays in The Walking Dead. Do not get me wrong.
Okay.
He was also in a Shudder horror movie I saw last year called Mayhem. Okay. And he's also be starring in Jordan Peele's Nope, coming out next year.
It's called Nope.
Yeah, I showed you the picture.
I know, but it's really called Nope.
N-O-P-E, Nope.
I don't remember that part. No. I just remember the poster.
Okay.
And I was like, ooh, dubious.
Yeah. So, but yeah, shout out to them. So in the part Sarah Silverman is on the phone, you see they have two posters of the movies on the back. And it just so happens to be two movies that made them $1 billion in the last decade, Aquaman and Joker. You think that was done on purpose? Hell yeah, it was done on purpose.
That was cute. Because I appreciated it.
I damn sure know if Justice League made $1 billion, it'd have been right front and center.
Absolutely.
5 out of 10. I mean, if you got kids, I mean, it's probably fun for the kids. Who knows how we felt about Space Jam 1? Some kids may have felt about Space Jam 2, or a new legacy, because it's a standalone sequel, not a direct sequel.
Honestly, I feel like the kids today are too smart for that BS. That was a load of BS. How much money did they spend on that movie?
Probably too much. But look how many characters are in it. Look how many properties are in it. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't know. It probably made its money back. I know Space Jam 2 was the box office winner last weekend.
Okay.
Over Black Widow and everything, which is, I don't understand. What are you guys going to the movie theater to see this movie for?
Seriously.
Spend $15 and watching at home.
Just do it.
Unless people are just trying to get out the house. I understand that, but even still.
Eyebrows, no eyebrows. Eyebrows, no eyebrows. You see it?
I see it.
Crazy.
You're really tired.
You're tired. I am tired.
Last up, Loki. Loki ended his
Let's go!
Loki ended his 6th episode run like 2 weeks ago now.
We were talking about this at work. We were all so hyped.
And obviously, it goes without saying that, okay, Loki as itself in the first 5 episodes was a good show. It was a good comedy for me. Like, it had some consequences and things, but obviously it wasn't nothing until episode 6. When you finally get introduced to Jonathan Majors' character. Once he popped up to the screen, I legit stood up at work because I was sitting there watching at work, and they popped up. I said, "Here we go!" Excuse me.
Marcus lied to me.
Let me do the Mario voice. Here we go.
Is that Mickey?
That's Mario.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Marcus lied to me.
I said you actually.
Let me tell it.
You right. Okay.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Forget before you
wait a minute. What?
Talk about the show.
Wait, now I want to say this. I want to say this while it's on my fresh brain. I saw something on YouTube. I wasn't spoiled, but I saw something. So I texted you or I called you. I texted you. And I said, "Is Kang the Conqueror in this joint?" And he said, "No.
He's not."
Let me tell it. Let me tell it. You liar. And the first few seconds of episode 6, who pops out of the elevator?
It's like 4 minutes.
But the boy, whatever. Before the title card.
It's He Who Remains is in the episode. He is not credited as Kang the Conqueror in the show. Look up the credits.
Whose statue was that?
We don't know.
Get the F out of here, Marcus. Whose statue was at the end?
It's a Kang variant.
Whose statue was it at the end?
I don't know. We don't know.
In Kang the Conqueror's clothing?
It could be.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
He lied. I didn't lie. He lied to me. Kang the Conqueror was not in the show.
Yes, he literally is. But so I was watching it on my phone. I think I was making dinner at that point. And all I saw was a black man, and I just like lost my stuff. I was like, they giving the big boss to a black man, and then I looked closely, and I was like, oh, that's the black man.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
You should probably learn his name because
I know his name.
He'll probably be in the next Jordan Peele movie.
I know his name. Jonathan Majors. That's what you just said.
That's his name.
All right. Yeah. I know his name.
So as far as like last episodes go for Marvel shows, so WandaVision last episode was like a big action-packed episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was Wanda versus Agatha.
Agatha Christie.
No.
Oh my God.
Let's stop talking.
She's a great actress.
So
Agatha.
What did I say? Just
what's her last name?
Harkness. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Baby, you're tired. I know.
I'm gonna headbutt the crap out of your nose.
So Falcon and Winter Soldier's last battle was against, Captain America and Winter Soldier. Right now, that's what it's called.
And put some respect on that man's name.
Definitely one respect.
The Black Captain America
was a final battle scene, and then but this one was more of just a talking. This is just like, all right, this is an exposition episode, which is kind of weird to put as the season finale of a show. But it worked a lot in that in that. What did they still have a fight in it? Loki and Sylvie did fight. Kind of reminiscent to their first fight in the show.
I appreciated it because we're all of the MCU fans who are just speculating on what could possibly happen. We're all just sitting around our TVs, like biting our nails, like what's going to happen? When you guys going to reveal what we already know is going to happen? We know it's going to happen. We're just waiting on you guys to get your stuff together and tell us, okay, this is when it starts.
I don't know if it's we knew what's going to happen. Everybody speculated. Let's say that.
We have a strong.
Well, because a lot of people said, "Oh, we knew Doctor Strange was going to appear. We knew the X-Men were going to appear in WandaVision." And guess what? A lot of people.
I knew the X-Men weren't going to. They're going to. Who thought X-Men was going to appear in a TV show? It don't matter how great the TV show is. It's still a TV show.
There were rumors of
get the F out of here.
Magneto. There were rumors of Patrick Stewart's Professor X. There were rumors of obviously Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange one was proven
that yes,
proven correct.
I heard about that.
Robyn, I'm telling you, see, you didn't watch it episodically like I did, so I was able to read news articles and watch videos. People were heavily speculating all that, so they were wrong. And then the whole Ralph Boner thing for WandaVision, which a lot of people were also talking about. Oh, you're gonna see the Quicksilver's meet. There was so much speculation. So of course you speculated. You didn't know per se until the actual episode. And then again, for me, I'm very close to the vest of like all the casting choices for people coming up, especially villains, especially Kang the Conqueror is one of the ones that he's a big bad, right? He's like he's a he's a few faces, like a whole like saga really kind of big bad, especially being cast in Ant-Man 3, which comes out 2 years from now. So when he first popped up, I just jumped out of my seat, and then when he, explains to everybody what's going on, he's giving his backstory. I'm like, okay, 31st century. This is definitely Kang, because they didn't say the word Kang yet. They haven't said the name Kang yet.
A conqueror. It's guys, come
on. Then Sylvie kills him, and then he just says, "See you soon."
Yeah.
The final last words, and then boom, all the timeline, second time once it starts, all the variations, all the drifts, and then
I want to see the king. Well, I want to see the variant from who was a pharaoh. That's the one that I want to see because he's the most interesting to me right now. Outside of Kang, I know they can't just give us Kang.
You're gonna get them all.
No, I know, but that's the one that I want to see.
And the Citadel of Kang. You're gonna get
Jonathan Majors and like Pharaoh get up.
You're gonna get a lot. Nice. It was nice to see Loki. It was nice for a show to end on a cliffhanger, right? Because WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier were standalone. WandaVision was, everybody's like, oh, it's gonna get season 2. Doesn't need a season 2. Her story continues in Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Falcon and Winter Soldier. What is gonna get a season 2? We're not gonna get a season 2 because if they're gonna do a 4th movie, cool. There you go.
Question: is it going to be like a 4th movie, or is it just going to be the first of Black Captain America and Winter Soldier?
The rumors have said Captain America 4, so it may in Steam say it like that, but it may be like how Space Jam is, It's a sequel, but it's a standalone kind of thing where Captain America 1, 2, and 3 were all Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, Captain America.
Okay,
so that might be like that. But Loki was much more a cliffhanger. It's like boom. Who are you? Him and what's his name? Mobius. Owen Wilson's character.
Yeah.
Sorry. When he first said, "Oh, who are you?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh crap!" Their whole dynamic is gone because it's in a different timeline. Then of course, see the statue of Kang, and it's just like
the statue of who?
Of Kang.
Oh,
once I can the Conqueror, it's definitely him. But I don't know if it's a Conqueror form or if it's his other variant forms. You never know. And then of course, the post-credit scene comes back for season 2, which is the first official Disney Plus Marvel show to come back for another season.
That's been renewed.
Which is great because Wanda's going to continue her story. Falcon and Winter Soldier or Captain America and Winter Soldier will continue their story.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
And he's just looking at me all hard. And then of course, get out of here.
No, there's a boogie now. Stop! Don't touch it. You're so disgusting.
And then so yeah, it's great. It's a great time to be a Marvel fan because again, now all the rumors for No Way Home make sense. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, how the heck is Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man supposed to be in this movie? How is Doc Ock from the OG Spider-Man supposed to be in this movie? There you go.
How is Toby and Andrew and what's his name? Tom going to be in this movie?
It's crazy. So now you have answers. And how it all going to
I admit, I'm a little bit more excited to see that movie now.
I'm just want to see the effing trailer. Just give us a trailer.
You're such a.
I don't, and honestly, I don't need to see the money shot with obviously the money shot. The 3
Can you not call it the money
shot? That's what it is. That's the shot Sony wants. Because they know everybody's going to flip out. There's going to be reaction videos all over the web from that one shot.
Do you want to do a reaction video to the trailer?
I definitely, well, I'm going to see it. I'm going to know us before it even happens because IGN's, that's going to be the poster. That's going to be that page right there. It's going to be all 3 Spider-Man together.
Are you saying that you can't see off the interwebs until...
I don't know what's going to drop. What if I wake up tomorrow morning just because one of my daily routines go to IGN? It might be right there.
Okay, don't go to IGN.
But how do I know?
Marcus, just don't do it. I'll do it.
It's not gonna drop tomorrow though. Who knows?
But you just said
you never know.
It's not gonna drop. You never know.
Actually, you don't. Nobody knows. But it makes sense. And again, we got What If coming up next, the animated show, which is I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it seems like they really did.
Oh man, everything really is fitting into the pieces.
It seems like COVID really worked wonders for the MCU. Black Widow is the first thing to watch, or WandaVision is the first thing to watch. Let's be honest, in phase 4. WandaVision all day. Sorry, Black Widow. You're a 7 out of 10 movie. You tried.
Whoa.
It was all right.
7.5.
That was 0.5 more.
And that's because Rachel Weisz, who I love.
Good movie. Better post-credit scene for Hawkeye, which is coming up next. So we still have What If, still got Hawkeye, and so we still got Miss Marvel all coming out hopefully this year. So we know What If it's dropping August. That means Hawkeye will probably drop in like late September, early October, and then Miss Marvel will wrap up the winter season, probably into 2022.
What's the next movie coming out? The Boy?
Shang-Chi.
Oh, when's that coming out?
Labor Day weekend, baby.
Oh.
Let's get that representation. It's about a month and some change away. I can't wait. So excited to see that movie.
I am intrigued. I want to see what they're gonna do with the Mandarin. I hear things. So apparently,
election, baby.
Listen, I don't know if you knew this, but apparently there were like these little TV show movie skit things. I don't know where they released them. This was before Disney Plus, but they did something with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They did something with the Mandarin, what's his name, Ben Kingsley. That Mandarin, and then that's how people knew that the actual Mandarin was going to come, because there was some guy who was talking to Ben Kingsley's character and was like, you used his name and now he wants to talk to you or see you or something like that.
I don't know about this. I just knew that Mandarin was going to be it because they announced it when the movie came out.
Because people knew that it was coming because of that. It wasn't a post-credit scene. It was like these little
shorts.
It was like a short. Freaking Disney, always doing shorts.
Oh, good. It's good to have lore.
But where did they? I just want to know, where can I find it? Is it on Disney Plus? I'll find it.
But yeah, so Loki was great. Again, everybody thought WandaVision was going to have the ramifications for the whole MCU, right? It's the first thing, but it was really Loki. You just had to wait a few more months, and it really just boom, the door is open. It's like,
was that May WandaVision?
It ended in March.
Snap. Dang.
Yeah, started in January, ended in March.
Oh, started in January. Dang. So we've been obsessed like this whole year.
They know they're doing.
They just been taking their time, just like controlling us.
And a few months later, a few
really
weeks.
Are sheeple.
No, I'm okay with watching all this stuff.
I'm gonna keep watching it.
I think what it drops in 2 weeks. I think it's the 11th. Because Disney Plus is doing Wednesday releases now. Because it gotta be different, right?
The 11th. That's why I moved into my dorm room.
I think. Don't get me lying.
Guess who gets to be an RA on campus? Free housing for the whole year.
That's even better. Shang-Chi, Eternals.
And affiliated living, which means I get my own bathroom and I get central air.
We're gonna end because Robyn's getting. I can see her face getting tired.
Your face is getting tired.
Can't wait to see that. I can't wait for us to see more movies that's coming out in the end of the years. We still got Candyman coming out. I cannot.
When does that come out? Halloween.
August 27th. It's like the end of this month. The next month, excuse me.
And then Halloween Kills comes out Halloween.
It's like the second week in October, something like that. It's probably, I think it's either the 14th or the.
What's that? Can you pop that, or is that not poppable?
Not right now, Robyn.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. There's a lot of other good stuff coming out this year. Don't Breathe 2 still coming out. I saw a trailer for something else. I was like, this might be interesting.
Chucky?
That's a series.
Still looks good.
You ain't gonna watch it till it's either over or.
Don't worry about what I'm gonna do.
I'm watching it day one.
Just know I'm gonna watch it. I might watch that first one though. I want to see what's up.
It's on my birthday. Let's go.
Oh,
you know what? It's probably going to follow NXT follow NXT that Tuesday because Tuesday. Yeah.
Look at you.
That's cool. I'm gonna be off. I'll probably be working.
Your birthday's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It'll probably follow NXT. Oh, maybe somebody would jump up as Chucky.
Ugh.
Gotta get that money.
One of those gosh darn boys, the Pony Boys.
The who?
The Pony Boys.
Who are the Pony Boys?
The ones that I call the Pony Boys.
Say their name.
What's their name? I can't think of it.
The New Day?
Yeah.
Show the name respect to the greatest black faction of all time.
You said the greatest 3 coons of all time?
Wow. Horrible. Disrespect.
Oh, yes, they are.
Changing the culture for professional wrestling. Horrible. You get the second black WWE champion. You got the first black Money in the Bank winner. The longest reigning tag team champions of all time. Horrible. So you the problem. You part of the problem.
I'm part of the problem?
You part of the problem.
I think Vince is part of the problem. Getting them to dance, monkey dance for him.
Everybody dance, monkey dance.
Yeah, but them especially.
No, you mad.
No, but you are.
I'm not mad.
Yeah, you are. You're part of the problem.
You're part of the problem.
Who said that? You did.
I did. I'm not mad.
I think I got bit on my ankle.
I deserved it then. This has been another episode of Fatman Podcast.
Because I'm about to look at Marcus' titties, y'all.
Be mature.
Look at his titties.
Get out of here.
Look at his side boob.
Get out of here.
You like that side boob?
It was another episode.
Nice
you can see the bruise that she gave me. You see this abuse?
I did not do that.
So
I laid on him and he bruises like a peach. Your mouth shut.
Do you FBI agent help? Stay right up in there, Robyn. We're on all podcast channels, so Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Deezer, Overcast, Amazon, Audible, anywhere you find podcasts. Also on YouTube. Just type in Fatman and Robyn spelled with a Y because her parents are fancy. Amen. Thank you. Thank you for another episode. My name is Marcus Stevens, represented as a Fatman.
I'm Robyn.
Oh, no time to die. October.
What's that?
Hurry up, UK, and recover.
Oh, is it? We've been waiting so long.
So long, please. I don't know who's been waiting longer. Guy's playing James Bond.
Next. Who they say gonna play him?
You're doing the rumors. Tom Hardy or your boy. Bye.
My boy?